Hey there, guys. It's Tomedy here, and today, this is probably the best vlog I've done in a long time. I think, to start with, I'll explain what's coming up, and then afterwards, I'll explain why I haven't been doing any vlogs lately. Okay, so a little bit of sad news to start with. You see, tomorrow, I'm gonna go to hospital. I'm being admitted to hospital because I'm due for an operation. It's nothing serious, but it's just like a life improvement, which I won't go into details. It's something about having something removed, and it's just to improve my physical health, to make me better. And because of that, the recovery time they said could be up to a month, probably after, but hopefully less than a month, which I'm really hoping for. So for the next several weeks, I will be out of action. I won't be. I mean, I'll be bedridden. I'll be bedridden and much. So yeah, that's one of the things to update. Uh, Another thing to mention: the reason why I haven't been uploading many vlogs lately, there are many reasons. One of them is because lately I've been doing shorts and memes. Well, because the thing is, shorts and memes are actually what's the big thing at the moment. They're really they're giving me more subscribers and more content, more positivity. I mean, to be honest, it's not easy. It's definitely not easy making these memes because if you see my latest video one, if you came here to kill me, clap your hands. I had to do like 15 takes in order to get it right. So, for example, it's all about doing it right. I don't know what makes memes go, but it's just I'm being experimental at the moment. I'm trying to just trying new things, just trying new material, entertainment, music, traveling. I mean, traveling is my main passion, but as you know, traveling requires a lot of expenses, and because I only get paid by Google monthly, I'm only earning less than £500 a month from Google because from my YouTube channel, but it's not enough to cover travel costs and living expenses, of course, because now I have my own house and I'm independent. I've got to pay the bills, so work is top priority to me. Vlogging and YouTubing is part-time. It's not my top priority. I know some of you are a bit upset because you don't see me much, but you got to understand, it's we all have to make hard sacrifices for the greater of good. It's just how it is. Another thing to mention, another reason why I haven't been vlogging lately is because it's getting harder and harder nowadays to vlog, especially when there's millions of people vlogging nowadays. Somehow they come up with ideas, or they just like to run out. You see, I have a condition. I having what's called social anxiety disorder, where the thing is I can hardly properly talk to people or even talk physically in front of people. As you can probably see right now, I mean, it used to be easier when I was younger, but for some reason, as I got older, it just got harder and harder. I don't know what caused it. Maybe it's because of, years of depression and anxiety. I mean, when I was younger, I did so much in my life. I was a musician. I traveled more and more. I had relationships. I've had too many girlfriends, to be honest. Just too many. I mean, I did actually so much in a life. Yeah, I've done so much in the last 20 odd years for someone my age. Just, well, not 20, but like less than 20. For someone my age, I've done so much. And, it's become too stressful. And it's just becoming harder and harder to actually live. And years of bullying. I mean, I never got bullied at school, but I got bullied when I had my first job over nearly 20 years ago. No, no. Sorry, 15 years ago, I used to get bullied in my first job because I was 16 years old. I was put into the workforce. I mean, the thing, banter, I didn't know banter existed. I mean, I was new to it all. I mean, how could I bloody adapt to what they bullied me with? And when I try to blend in with people, whenever I try to, be insultive or say a joke, just to blend in, they take that as an insult. And because of that, I'm traumatized. Life is just not fair. I mean, I'm trying to be like other people, but I can't be. And when I try to, I mean, anything I say is not meant to be offensive, but I feel like I'm being pushed to a corner just to hear my name. So I'm being pushed to a corner just out of jealousy. I mean, people were always jealous of me. I mean, I get many people who are jealous of me because I have a good career in both work and YouTube. I mean, not the best of career in YouTube, not like the millions of subscribers, but I've got enough subscribers to get an income at least, or to keep me active. And my name Tomedy, which is I bought the copyrights, so anybody who tries to use the name Tomedy will have to answer to me because I'm the only one in the world Tomedy. I mean, growing up it was hard. I mean, I grew up in I grew up in a family of like semi-positivity. Semi-poverty. We weren't poor, but we weren't poor. We were good enough to stable, but not enough to fulfill dreams and such. But plus, I started out as gaming. I mean, I got the set right here. I used to do gaming, but gaming got a lot harder and harder over the years, and plus with the newer updates, I couldn't update to my system here, so that's why I gave up gaming entirely because it just became too much for me. So I thought I'd focus on vlogging, traveling, and other home entertainments. Man, I mean, I do miss those days, but a bit of good news. I'm actually thinking about getting back into music. I mean, I'm coming out of retirement, potentially. I retired back in 2020, 2021, just after the pandemic, because I thought, I mean, my band disbanded. So we disbanded because we wanted to focus on other things, and plus, it was we're like we're 30 years old. We're getting into our 30s. I mean, a good time to stop. Like when we're all age. But I am thinking about starting music again. Like I'm thinking about recording my own my new album, which I've got some songs written up, and I'm still writing some more songs as we speak. I'm just trying to find that lack of inspiration just to write it. The best way to describe my condition, I am like King George VI. If you ever watch the film The King's Speech, well, basically, he struggles to speak to people. It's like a social anxiety. It's really hard for me to think of what to say, as well as it's a combination of struggling what to say. I mean, personally, I know what I want to say, but how to properly say it, like without messing up or or even looking at making a fool of myself. I mean, even with hard relationships, all the relationships we've had. I mean, all the girlfriends I've had, they always want someone more. I mean, they don't realize that I'm doing better. I'm doing better than them. I mean, they're just wasting their life, gold digging or trying to find an attractive person who would potentially cheat on them. The thing is, I've had like 15 girls, and I've never cheated on a single one of them. And some of them cheat on me, and others just ignore me and go to someone else, and then they get cheated on, and they ask me. Some of them ask me back, but I talk to the hand. That kind of situation. I mean, it gets harder. I mean, earlier this year, I was in debt. I got into an accident twice, and it just I had to pay out of my own pockets, the repairs. But the debt's been paid off, so as of this moment, I am debt free, which is really good. But it was a really hard time. I struggled, but I really got through. I made a great investment, and now I've got plenty of money to keep me stable for a while, but I'm not rich. I'm not rich like most YouTubers. Yes, I know. I am not rich like most YouTubers. I mean, lately I've been watching a few Darman videos. I don't know if you guys watch them. It's like they're like videos almost based on true stories and a bit of reality. Like a negative activity which later reveals to a positive activity, like people who cheated, or gold diggers who dumped their boyfriends or tried to divorce their boyfriends but then end up with the suffer consequences, or those who got too greedy, they end up suffering, you know making us people feel better. I mean, unfortunately, not everybody is that lucky to get something in return. Sorry. um I tried I tried cooking myself. I've had something that doesn't settle me. I tried doing some fried bread with garlic olive oil. I guess I either done too much or I didn't do it right. I mean, last week I did quesadillas, which are my favourite. I didn't do too well. And if you also notice that I've been getting into running, well, the reason that is because I'm actually achieving more while running. I mean, I'm doing marathons, 10k half marathons, 10k runs, and I'm doing personal runs, like really, really seeing what I can do, like progressing my activity and, trying to be the best I can, trying to be the best I can be. Sometimes I feel like it may not be enough. But what? I mean, sometimes, I come to a point in life where I don't know what I don't know what I want to do anymore. I mean, I can't seem to like choose. I mean, should I go back to being a musician? Should I be a actor? Should I be a writer? Should I direct? Should I just focus on my job and live the rest of my life, growing old and then retiring, just like the average person? Or, whether I want to go out to a pub, or whether I want to play this game, buy this game, or go to this country. I don't know, these choices. Even when I go to a supermarket and decide what to buy, or a shop, I decide what to buy. It's so hard because I'm thinking, is it worth buying it, or because I could put myself in trouble? I mean, I could probably, like buy expensive drinks, and try them. maybe I could be a drink critic because, for some reason, that's one of the popular contents that's been going on my channel. They seem me try these really nice drinks and, rating them from 1 to 10. Mind you. I don't know. I mean, sometimes I feel like, I've wasted my life. I always get those depression moments, like, I probably could have done something better, or I could have done something different. But that's the problem. Not everybody can be there's no such thing as easy money, and everybody can't be famous, or everybody can't be rich. If that's so, then everything will be messed up. We've had a bit of bad weather today, so that explains the wind. I mean, I've even beat hair loss. I mean, I was having hair thinning problems, but luckily I was able to fix that problem. My hair is thicker than ever now. I'll probably reveal them later in the video. If you want to know how I've beaten hair loss, comment below and I'll probably do a video on showing you how I've beaten hair loss entirely. So, as I was saying earlier in this video, I am due for an operation. I'm having something removed and it'll be a 4-week recovery. So, I'll be out of action for a while. I hope you do forgive me, but my health comes first and my mental health comes first. I mean, some people think I have it easy in life, but in reality, I don't. I have it just as hard as everyone else, even harder. Because to me, I work, I come in, I work, I sort out, I try my best to even help people in need. But that's the way of life. That's how life is supposed to be. And, I just wish more and more people were doing it. But unfortunately, because less and less people are working and because less people are just like, nobody's even cooking for themselves anymore. It just really gets to me. Especially when I hear it on the news or when I see it on the internet. It upsets me so much. I just wish people could just really understand what could be at stake. I mean, they can't just I get the feeling, like everyone else, I feel like I don't like my job. I don't like to work. I get that feeling at least, but I still do it because not for the money. I do it because there are people that need me. And that's what gets me through. These Darman videos, it makes me think, because there were been a lot of cases of, fathers abandoning their children or their spouse. I mean, I get it. I get why they would do it, but I just don't respect the idea. I mean, come on. If you're not ready to be a father then when are you ready to be a father? If you didn't want to be a father at all, then you should have done something about it beforehand. I don't know. Sometimes the world is a messed up place. Looks like I've got 1 minute left. Mind you, it has been some kind of life. But it is hard. It's not easy being who I am. But the one thing that does get me through is knowing that I'll always be the man that millions of people would be proud of.